It's your boy Odyssey. I'm back here with another video. Today I'll be reacting to the ability of these super people, and it's unbelievable. Apparently they have superpowers. Yeah, it's Marvel and DC in real life. Anyways, let me just jump into the video. I don't really have much to say, so.
Who wouldn't love to develop superhuman abilities? Personally, I'd love to be able to fly, so that way I wouldn't have to face many of my problems. Number one, if real, would be a nice one to have, so check that out. 10 people with super abilities.
Super speed.
With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we?
I don't care about super strength.
Number 10. Dave Mullins. If you are of a certain age, you probably have a vague memory of the Super Friends. It's a Saturday morning cartoon show featuring Superman and a bunch of other DC superheroes. Think of it as an extremely watered, campy version of the Justice League. This cartoon is probably the reason why most people think that Aquaman is the crappiest superhero ever. Watch the cartoons and you'll see what I mean.
Aquaman was kind of
Aquaman is cool now, thanks to Jason Momoa, as well as the Justice League cartoon, which gave him a hook for a hand. It was awesome. But
that movie was
Did you know that there actually is a real-life Aquaman? No, he can't talk to fish, he doesn't have super strength, and he doesn't have long golden locks that float.
He does have long hair, though.
Water. But he can hold his breath underwater for a really long time. Yeah, take that, Aquaman. New Zealander Dave Mullins is capable of swimming underwater for not only a record amount of time, but also record distance. In September of 2007, Mullins shattered his own record when he swam underwater for 4
time
minutes
that
and
you
2 seconds.
force yourself to breathe longer than you actually can, you expand your lung capacity. I'm not saying that you should go underwater and try to do that, because you could drown.
He currently holds multiple free diving world records, including diving 265 meters in 4 minutes and 1 second. He set this record back in 2010, and it still remains unbeaten today. Number 9. Natasha Demkhina. Natasha Demkhina developed an interesting hobby when she was 10 years old. She found that she could scan her mother's body and describe in intimate detail the location and condition of all her mom's organs.
Well, she got some X-ray glasses built into her skull.
Saransk in Western Russia began showing up at her doorstep for body scans and diagnosis. The local children's hospital decided to test her abilities, and the girl was able to draw a diagram of one of the doctor's stomachs with a dark area in the exact spot of his ulcer. She also contested the cancer diagnosis of one patient, and indeed, later tests supported Demkhina's diagnosis of a benign cyst. In England, X-ray scans of another
eyes?
doctor
How can you see all
described
that?
multiple injuries that one of the doctors had received in a severe car crash without any knowledge of the accident, and the doctor was fully clothed. Obviously, Natasha's abilities have been questioned. There have been mixed reports about the accuracy of her readings. Some people believe them to be accurate, but there are still a lot of skeptics saying that it's all just a money-making scam.
I guess it could be a scam.
A real possibility, given the fact that she charges $13 per reading, which can quickly add up to thousands of dollars every month.
Well, that's some good money right there.
Number 8. Ben Underwood. One of the most unique superpowers in comics must be echolocation. As far as I know, only Daredevil possesses this amazing ability.
Like bats.
Echolocation is the ability to interpret echoes, however minute they are, and use them to navigate various environments and surroundings. To put it simply, echolocators use sound to see. Ben Underwood is a man that was able to develop echolocation abilities after he tragically lost both his eyes to cancer when he was just 2 years old. Simply by clicking his tongue and listening to the echoes, he is able to do what any normal-sighted human could do, like ride his bike and play basketball, among others. The ability did not come naturally, though. It actually took him years of practice to enhance his hearing to this level. With his bravery and perseverance, Ben taught us a valuable lesson: to never let a disability prevent us from living a normal life or stop us doing what we love to do. Number 7. Chris Morgan. This teen is so strong he can lift a car weighing about a ton with no trouble at all. Because of his enormous feats of strength, he was hailed as Britain's strongest teenager back in 2009. While most 17-year-olds lack discipline, Chris can be seen going to the gym and pumping iron up to 5 times a week. He also eats the equivalent of 5,000 calories per day. His colossal appetite actually means his parents' average weekly shopping bill is around 140 pounds, and they have had to sacrifice family vacations.
You can lift him with car tires.
Chris regularly competed in weightlifting competitions until 2016. Chris Morgan is also openly gay. He supports a number of charities and sports
man.
organizations, and in 2004 he became a global ambassador to the Federation of Gay Games. He was a member of the Football Association's advisory group on homophobia from 2004 to 2008, and was also sponsored by sportswear manufacturer Umbro between 2004 and 2006.
I hate when you can't skip ads. It's so annoying. Like, if I don't want to listen to it, it's not your business, you know.
Number 6. Wim Hof.
Oh, this is a guy that
can the extremes of temperature as an
he
asset
can be in any really cold
Wim
place,
Hof,
and he
also
does it.
known as the Iceman, is a Dutch extreme athlete noted for his ability to withstand freezing temperatures. He has set numerous world records, including one for swimming under ice and another for prolonged full-body contact with ice. He still currently holds the world record for a barefoot half marathon on ice and snow. In 2007, he attempted to climb Mount
My body
Everest wearing
temperature is
only
really
the
weird.
shorts,
I don't
but
get cold, I don't get
not
hot,
because
but
he was too cold,
I'm not
however,
gonna do
but
that
because he injured
ever.
his foot. Number 5. Elaine Robert. If you have a fear of heights,
I don't
this
really
next entry on
have
our list
fear of
is not for
heights.
you because I guarantee that you'll get vertigo just by watching this guy in action. Elaine Robert, also known as the French Spider-Man, has the uncanny ability to climb any structure he so wishes, and he does it without the help of any climbing gear.
Is that kind of safe?
Shoes. What's even more amazing is that he prefers to climb smooth, 90-degree surfaces with no obvious footholds in sight. Like his superhero namesake, he has developed quite a notorious reputation.
Real life Spider-Man.
He mostly climbs skyscrapers.
Is that even
and,
safe?
He does it illegally. Yes, he's been arrested multiple times doing this. In fact, he's currently banned from climbing any structure in Britain. All of his exploits have been documented, and videos of him climbing to dizzying heights can be seen on
The real
YouTube.
Spider-Man,
Check
some
him out
Miles
because
Morales.
This might be your only chance to see a real-life Spider-Man in action. Number 4.
Joe Melanie.
Joy
Joe
Melanie.
Melanie.
For most of her life, Joy Melanie had a superpower that she was totally oblivious to.
The
She
scent.
simply had no idea she possessed an utterly
Smells.
amazing, slightly terrifying biological gift that scientists would itch to study. In fact, she'd probably still not know about her amazing ability if it weren't for her husband. They had been married for 10 years when one day, Joy noticed that her husband smelled different. At first, Joy thought it must be something from the hospital where he worked and told him to
Is
shower.
she like a dog?
That didn't help.
Because
And
dogs
over the
can
weeks
smell
and months
cancer.
that followed, the smell just seemed to grow stronger. Years later, her husband was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and both of them joined a support group for people with Parkinson's. On the very first meeting the couple attended, Joy noticed
She
that
has
the
a
other
really,
Parkinson's patient
really
smelled the same as
advanced
her husband. She can quite literally smell the disease.
Smell-o-vision.
In tests conducted by Edinburgh University, she was able to successfully identify Parkinson's 11 out of 12 times. It's hoped there could be a molecular signature responsible for the odor that makes it possible for scientists to replicate the feat. Melanie's husband sadly died from Parkinson's in 2015, and her last promise to him being that she would investigate her special ability and help others. Number 3. Das
Uberboy.
The boy.
Oh, is that the guy that invented
We can drag one of
Uber?
these chord progressions in. That's cold.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I know how to make beats already. I don't want to know.
Boy, known only as Das Uberboy, has been studied by scientists for years, and they are still not close to understanding the gene mutation that gave the
Nigga
boy
got
his
super strength.
unique ability. Born in
Clark
1999, Das Uberboy is considered to be the strongest
But
boy in the world.
is he the last son of
At that time, he was born with a
Krypton?
rare genetic mutation that was only previously observed on cattle and mice. He was born lacking a specific protein that regulates muscle growth. In fact, he was born with more muscle definition than his father. His rare condition has given him incredible strength. And
That's a shot at you, man. How your kid gonna be born with more muscle definition than you, my nigga?
that he can lift up to 4 times his own
Shit.
body weight. As of the moment, he is being studied with the hopes of finding a cure for those who are suffering from muscular dystrophy.
Is that really suffering?
Now just 20 years old, this young man is totally ripped. And since nobody understands his condition up till now,
Is that really
there's no
suffering?
telling how far his superpower is gonna take him.
I don't think that's suffering, my nigga. You got
Now
good
it's
muscle
time for
definition, you got
today's best
strength. I don't
pick.
think that's really...
It shows a woman smashing her head against and damaging steel shipping.
What kind of head do you have,
I'm
bro?
pretty sure that no head is as strong as that, so it's easy to dismiss this photo to be a hoax. But did you know that there actually is a person recognized for having the hardest head in the world? Find out who it is
Why?
next with number 2.
Why? Just why?
Kevin Shelley.
Why?
Kevin Shelley
Why?
is a fitness
Why?
instructor and Mensa member
Why?
who says he has an IQ of 148, which is highly contestable given
I-
what he does
honestly,
in his
why?
free time. He also claims to have the hardest head in the world, and he proves it by doing something that you wouldn't think that someone
These are the type of people that do
148
karate
would
in a
do.
park.
Break toilet
Please,
seats
if you see
over
somebody
his
doing
head.
karate in a park, don't
There
ever
might
go
not
near
be a
them.
Guinness World Record for having the hardest head, but Kevin does hold the world record for the most wooden toilet seats broken
Why would
by
you
his head
even
in
try
1
to
minute,
hit? Why
which
would
is
you even try to
46.
hit that record?
Kevin,
The
who
most
is a
broken
lifelong
toilet
martial
seats.
artist, says he already held a couple of martial arts records for breaking stuff with forehead strikes. So when the Guinness Book of World Records people in Germany asked him to break the previous record of 42, he was just happy to oblige. Despite almost an entire lifetime of hitting things with his head, he claims to have never suffered a
I used to
single
break.
concussion.
I used to break
In
ice
fact, his body
in my
seems to be
head,
coping
but
with
I
his
used to stop because
insistence
it was
on
making
breaking
like a
stuff on
mark
his
here.
forehead. If you look closely, he has a bump on his forehead,
Still-
which is actually
used to break
calcium
eggs,
buildup
too.
on his bones,
I was a
making his
weird
head
kid.
a little
you know.
stronger
I
than
was a
any of
really
us.
weird kid.
Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching
Yeah.
are actually subscribed.
Come on,
guys. What's
guys.
up with that? Can you guys
Come
please hit the
on.
subscribe button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well subscribe and keep up to date with every video we put out. Number 1, John of God. In Brazil, there lives and works a man who appears to have the
Is
power
he-
to perform
is he,
invisible surgeries with his
John the
hands, and known
Evangelist?
only as John of God. According to stories, he was 16 when he was wandering from his village to village looking for work. While doing so, he had a vision to go to a local church, and it's said that he performed healing miracles
I do
there.
trust. I do
Today,
go
thousands
to
of people
church. I'm
visit John of
Catholic,
God
but
daily for
I
healing.
don't trust
He
all
performs
these people
visible
that say they're
surgeries without any
evangelists or they're
anesthesia
band of
and
gods.
also
Not
invisible
all of them
surgeries by
are
laying on hands
actual
and
band
also
of
from
God.
afar.
Some of them have
According to supporters
some
of John, visible
help
sutures
from the
have been
other
seen on
side,
bodies
if you know
and
what I'm
hands of those who have
saying.
undergone invisible surgeries. Again, this one made the list because of all the attention John of God has received. Also, there are people
Why'd that
who
make
are
my
not
body
cured,
creep? I don't
but
know
for
why.
those who have been healed, John of God's superpowers should not be underestimated. Which super ability would you want to have? Let us know in the comments down below.
That was weird, but I guess factual, or it informed me on some things. If I had a superpower, I said this before, it would be matter conversion. If you don't know what that means, it means I can control matter and all of that, which technically means I can have every single power in the world because I can just change my matter in my body to suit what I need. Make it more dense for super strength, make it speed up for super speed, make it lighter for flight. My nigga, it's just a proven fact. You know?